A hit on your credit could be a difficult thing to handle. We're going to talk about that for today's edition of The Law and You. Joining us, as always, are attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli from Fellerman and Ciarimboli in Kingston. Gentlemen, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, here's our question. My credit score went down, and it is because of a mistake on my credit card. What can I do?
Well, the first thing you need to do is, and this goes for everybody regardless if you have a credit problem or not, you should always be paying attention to your credit score by hiring credit. You could get credit monitoring companies or pull your own credit, because your credit score affects you in many, many ways now and into the future in borrowing money. So we always recommend people do that on a daily basis. To the extent my partner Ed actually had to deal with a credit card company because of problems with his credit score, and he can tell you all about that.
This is torture. I mean, it is absolute torture, because you do your best, you pay your bills on time, and then all of a sudden you see something on your credit report of no fault of your own. It's just a mistake. And a lot of times what I had to do, I called the credit card company, I called all the credit reporting bureaus, and I got nowhere. So what I ultimately had to do is I had to sue them, and I had to sue them to get that taken off my credit report. Because it's that important. You got to be really, really, really aggressive in making sure and protecting your credit, especially if there's a mistake. There are very specific laws that the credit card companies or any company who is extending you credit, if you dispute something on your credit report, that they have to comply with. They got to do within 30 to 60 days. They have to give a response to that dispute, and even that response to that dispute may not necessarily be enough. So that's why you just got to make sure that you are pulling your credit report on a regular basis to make sure there's no mistakes. And especially in this day and age of identity theft and things of that nature, you cannot be diligent enough on this issue, because, as Greg said, it affects everything that you do. I mean, from buying a car to buying a house, getting a loan, for school. Everything that you do, it affects it.
All right, if you need help from attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli, how could our viewers talk to you?
They can see us on our website at 714hurt.com. They can call our office at 570-714-4878, or you can like us on Facebook.
Yeah, and if anybody has another question for The Law and You that they would like answered on our Facebook page, as Greg said, you can like us on Facebook. Post your question there, and we'll do our best to answer it on the next Law and You segment with Dave.
All right, they are the guys at Results Matter, and attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Ciarimboli. We always appreciate having you here on the show.
It's our pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
All right, that's today's edition of The Law and You. To get your question on the show, just go to PAHomepage.com.